Hey everyone, my name is Tony Aguad. Thank you for joining us for tonight's stream. We are DnD RAW, an actual play D&D 5e podcast with new episodes every week. Now, if you aren't able to stay on for the whole stream, rest assured we will be sharing the edited adventure on the D&D RAW podcast feed on August 3rd. You can find our episodes on any of your favorite podcatchers, and please follow us on Twitter at RulesAsWritten, or check out our website, DnDRAW.com, and feel free to email any questions to me at dm@dndraw.com. You can also subscribe or leave us a review or comment anywhere podcasts are found. And please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/DnDRAW. Now, tonight, I am really looking forward to running this adventure from Mage Hand Press. Dark Matter is a rip-roaring futuristic campaign setting which lets you play D&D in space without learning a new system. We're excited to promote the upcoming Kickstarter from Mage Hand Press tonight on July 29th. They are kickstarting the Dark Matter Starter Kit, which includes everything you need to play, including this new adventure. And just as a heads up, I will be abridging the adventure, so I don't give everything away, but please do know that there will be spoilers for who the final villain is.
Bum, bum,
Now,
bum.
please follow at Mage Hand Press on Twitter and visit their website, mfov.magehandpress.com, for the latest information. If you ever wanted to take part in an epic sci-fi adventure, you can try out the demo for free now. Just visit darkmatter.magehandpress.com/demo. Whew. And now it's time to introduce our players. Rachel?
Oh, okay. I was like, is that the cue? Hi, I'm Rachel, and I'm going to be playing Woohee, a Scathari barbarian that is the Path of the Wrecker. Smash, smash.
I'm Chris. I'm going to be playing Malhan Stampede. He is a android gunslinger, specifically the Pistolero. Pew pew.
Hi, I'm Adam. I'm going to be playing Keth. He is a warden whose champion call is the Lawbringer, and he's a half-orc.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Nick, and I'm playing 137, a Vect Warlock of the Star.
All right. So we're going to then go ahead and jump in to nice scene at a bar. We have all four of you just seated there. Malhan, 137, Woohee. You're seated all on one side with Keth just kind of patiently, just having just arrived and seems to be waiting to speak with you now.
So, you are here for a job?
Yep, that's correct.
You're here to interview for the Magnificent Four?
Yeah, I heard from a friend of mine that you guys were looking for somebody to help protection duty.
Yeah, terrible thing that happened to the last guy. So we have an opening.
What happened to the last guy?
Oh, just stuff that happens in this
Yeah.
line of work. So, what are your qualifications?
Well, I've served for many years as a assistant to a diplomat, general protection duty as well as translation, general anything he needs. Certain skill sets would be I have incredibly fast typing speed. I can speak Orc, Aviara, and Elvish.
Good language.
What language?
Do you
and
pay your taxes?
Doesn't everybody?
Of course. Yes.
Yes.
Do you know how to have fun?
After the job's done.
Good, good.
All right,
You're
all
not
right, good
opposed
answer.
to getting your hands dirty if the work calls for it?
I have done my fair share of deeds. That's all I will say.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So I probably should have started a little bit with this. Keth, what do you look like?
Well, being a half orc, he is, stereotypical green skin, pretty tall for my race. I'm about 6'5". I would say, I guess, middle aged for a half orc. He's 30, so, and you know, the lifespans aren't the best. Other than that, he's got some medium length black hair that's kind of tied up behind the back of his head.
Okay. And then for the rest of you, Mahan.
So, being an android, I look very similar to a human, but I am basically totally decked out in what you would picture as stereotypical Western gear. It's like cowboy hat, long coat with a bandolier for my pistols and whatnot. Like straight up cliche out of a Clint Eastwood movie.
Nice. All right. Woohee?
So there is a 7-foot tall insectoid person sitting at the table. I have 1 yellow eye, 1 green eye, or sorry, 7 yellow eyes, 1 green eye. There was an accident, but things grow back, you know. So I have next to me, kind of, if it were attached to me, it'd be at my hips, but I usually just carry them like over my shoulders, a Scathari war club and a giant wrench, jackhammer tool for smashing. I guess I wear some kind of spacesuit sort of thing, even though I don't really need it, just, to sort of fit in. But yeah, basically giant bug person, just hanging out.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And 137?
Yeah, so I'm playing a Vect character, so I look very robotic. Yes, so I have kind of a slight build due to the velocity plating that I chose. I've got a light gray base, a mix of neon accents, primarily blues and greens, save for one kind of yellow crescent along my jawline, kind of akin to a birthmark. I walk oddly refined for someone that has a really disheveled appearance. Tattered dark gray vest suit with a very loose navy blue tie around my neck. Sometimes I wear a nanofiber vest over that vest. I've got a phaser and 2 daggers at my hip and a hand crossbow on my back.
Awesome. So you were in the middle of this interview process talking with Keth about, his skill set.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say, because you brought up paying your taxes,
yes.
Is this job that going to be on the up and up, for a better term?
Sure, you'll just file as an independent contractor come tax season.
Yep.
All.
Yep.
Okay.
What he
Sounds
said.
good.
Yeah.
Anything
like
else
poetry?
you wanted to ask me?
Do you like poetry?
As much as the next half orc?
Perfect. We'll get along great.
No,
Okay.
actually, no. A good question here. What are your hobbies? Because we all have jobs, but we also have lives.
Don't really have much time for hobbies. I'm gonna be honest.
I will teach you poetry writing and slamming.
You can try your hardest. I will be attentive. No promises, though.
We'll go out drinking later. It's cool. We'll all have fun.
I'm very much so about getting the job done.
Yes.
Speaking of which, you only know a little bit about the job, Keth. You just know that it is a protection job.
Let's talk specifics here. Who exactly am I being hired on to, if I am hired on, to protect?
Well, we received a notice about protecting this professor guy. So we're still getting all of the details from the client, but that's the short of it.
Okay.
As you guys think back a bit on what had occurred, you remember you had received a video message from a Professor Oren Talfo Gogglefogger. And he said that he is about to present this brand new invention he has to allow for ships to travel in dead magic zones. But he believes his life is in danger. So he's looking for outside help in order to protect them. Now, you're supposed to meet him on the station, the Nomad. in a few days' time, which you can easily find transport to get there. But getting 4 members into this group was definitely a better way to go than just 3.
So, if you guys don't have any more questions for me, what do you say?
Like do a turn to each other type deal, and like the nod head. Like,
So I have multiple arms. One of my arms is going to kind of hold up a big, I imagine it's like kind of a hand looking sort of thing. Maybe it has like 6 fingers. I don't know. Who knows? But
However many fingers you want it.
Yeah, kind of hold it up like to obscure his vision, as if it's also going to obscure any sound and talking we do. You know, like almost like I'm putting up a wall, except it's probably not very effective because it's literally a bug hand. And be like, okay, he seems cool, and I'm gonna teach him some good poetry.
Yeah, he seems like a fine fit for the job.
yeah, he'll round out the team well.
Keth, of course you hear all of this.
Of course, I'm
Yeah.
not even going to.
But my bug hand is like in your face.
I'm just sitting back, letting them deliberate.
Okay.
Arms
I do-
crossed.
I peek out around the hand, and the fact that it's a professor should alleviate some of your concerns about it being "quote unquote" up and up. So there's that too.
Being the aide to a diplomat, I very much so enjoy operating within the law.
Yes.
I just give you a stoic nod.
Sure,
Yep.
of course.
Checks out. Okay.
All
So we're
right.
good.
Wink.
So, with your new crew formed, you're able to book passage over to the Nomad. As you were told, as you reach the spaceport, you are just walking towards where the professor told you that the ship was going to be, his own personal ship, the Caliber. And as you're going through, there is a massive explosion that shakes all of you, kind of knocks you off your feet in a moment. And in the daze, there is a firefight. You see several different assailants shooting at some of the guards on board the station. And as you kind of pick your heads up, you notice the gnome professor is being hauled into a Corvette-sized ship by what looks to be your classic femme fatale. She looks over kind of at the scene in the hangar and just notices you staring at her, smiles a bit wickedly, and then winks and turns as the hangar door closes. 137, you recognize this woman. You've seen her before. You know she is Carmen Kane, a ruthless assassin and member of the terrorist group, the New Terran Organization. As all of this is happening, you see the Corvette start to lift and take off, but you're not too far from the Caliber. You turn as blaster bolts are still firing all around you, and Malhan, you see the Caliber just ahead of you, and you guys are all bolting and making your way to get to it as you see maintenance cars swerving to avoid the gunfire. Various repair drones are buzzing above your heads. You're just making your way through the docking bay and see all of these ships that you're passing by heading straight towards this circular vessel that stands out amongst the rest, 3 stories tall with a long nose that ends with a cockpit encased in distinctive tinted glass. And it looks as if it's a chaotic blend of engineering styles from all across the galaxy, with the hull coated with a patchy layer of faded white paint and electric blue lights that glint along 2 flat moon-shaped wings that protrude from the sides. Now, as you get near the ship, you see 3 of these NTO members, these terrorists, this group, turn their blasters towards you and begin to fire. What are you guys doing?
Oh, heckin' no. How far away are they?
Within 6 feet. Like, they're within blast. Like, you can easily like run up to them and just start to like go to smash them. Just in general, like, what are you guys doing throughout all of this?
Oh.
As that Corvette is getting away.
try and get to it.
Yeah, trying to chase after it.
Yeah,
Okay, so you-
try and get to it. Since I'm new to these people, can I have like kind of assessed bodily wise who would I think would need the most protection to get to where we need to go?
Bodily wise.
Who's squishiest?
Who's scrawny looking?
I have 27 HP, and also going into this, I would have used something to give me a little temp HP, just my fiendish vigor.
Okay.
So then that probably makes me the squishiest at 27 HP as well, but no temp HP.
All
Okay,
right.
I will. As we're running along, I'm kind of just going to put myself in front of him,
Okay.
between as much between us and them as I can.
So you guys are currently bolting towards the Caliber to get aboard the professor's ship
Yes.
in order to chase after this other Corvette that had already taken off. So they are shooting at you.
Do we have to run by them? Or...
Yes, they are. They are basically trying to stop you from getting to the ship.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to take a couple of pot shots at you guys.
I'm going to use so as part of my fighting style of protection, I can actually impose disadvantage on somebody as long as I'm within 5 feet of somebody that is being attacked.
So you're imposing disadvantage against
On
okay.
at least one of them. Yeah.
All right. So the first shot goes for you, Malhan, and it just gets deflected off of your armor, Keth, thanks to the disadvantage. A second shot does hit you, Keth, for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
But the third shot goes wide and just hits the ground beneath you. Woohee, you're able to get up to them.
Bonus action rage, rar. And
Okay.
then just the closest one that I come up to, because I think I only get
Sounds good.
one attack, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
Wrenchinator to the face.
Make an attack roll.
15. I don't know why it's rolling with advantage. Or yeah, 15.
the first
Did it?
15. You go to swing and like it deflects off of some of his armor. It kind of staggers him to the side, but it is a miss.
Oh heck no.
Malhan, Keth,
Yep. So are they kind of grouped together a bit?
a bit. They're trying to take some cover behind like some of the debris, but you guys can easily like ignore, like get past that and start shooting at them or hit them.
So I'm going to do something I don't normally do and pull out my plasma launcher, and I will take a shot at them, which does damage to targets within 5 feet of the initial square that it targets.
We'll say like they're close enough together you can hit all of them.
All right. Go ahead.
Because they're basically, they see you making a beeline for this ship, so they just tried to get in your way to stop you.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull out my shield, and then, if also possible, whip out a light hammer. And while I'm covering, sorry, Malketh or whatever.
Malhan.
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 I'm gonna go ahead and throw one of my light hammers at one of them.
Okay. So it's a dex saving throw to avoid this plasma launcher.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yeah, it's DC 14.
All right. They all fail. What is the damage?
Damage is 10 fire damage because Malhan always shoots first.
Oh. I swing
Oh,
first.
that's bad.
Oh.
Now
All
I
right.
understand.
Oh, jeez.
So, all right. So the blast goes off. You see them get pushed apart from the initial explosion, and they're recovering, trying to stand up as a hammer is thrown at them.
Yep. And let's see here. 18.
18 hits. What's the damage?
8 bludgeoning damage.
All right. With that smack, one of them gets clocked in the side of the head, and you just see him hit part of a barricade and just drops.
Nice.
All right.
137. What are you doing?
I laugh a little too gleefully as I use my bonus action to activate my Nova ability.
Ooh,
Well,
okay.
that sounds good.
The blues and greens of my accents suddenly turn to yellows and oranges, kind of swirling a bit. I take some damage, but as I do so, and I'll roll that, I'm using Eldritch Blast on one of them.
All right. Make your attack roll.
Sound effects.
And then you guys are going to be basically getting right up and passing by them, unless Woohee, you're going to take another swing.
Or I probably will take another swing before I start moving.
Okay.
That
Nick,
didn't.
roll from the first page. It should give you the option to do the attack roll there.
Okay. My apologies.
That's all good.
Somehow it's not populated there. That's weird.
Okay, then roll a d20 from the side,
Okay,
and then add your modifier. And let me know.
will do. D20 plus 3. Here we go. That's a 6.
All right, you fire a blast, and the explosion from the plasma launcher kind of threw off your aim, and it just misses harmlessly. They're kind of staggering to get up. You see them drop their carbines, and they draw these batons that pulse with electrical energy, and they go to take a swing at a couple of you.
Tingly.
By the way, I'll just roll that damage real quick. It's a flat D6.
So you
3.
take D6, 3 damage. All
Yes.
right. So they go to swing at you. Thankfully, again, Keth, you are providing some protection as Malhan is going past, and just use your shield to kind of deflect the strike. Another swing just completely misses. As you guys are going past them, or are you going to go strike at them again?
As we're passing, I'll go ahead and activate my repulsor gauntlet and just take one final big step and clock somebody in the face.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
Make your attack roll.
18 again.
18 hits. What's your damage?
9 force damage.
All right. 9 force damage.
Yeah, I'd be uppercutting with the wrenchinator.
Make your attack roll. And Malhan, 137, what are you guys doing as this is happening? Because Malhan, you know it takes a little bit of time to start up a ship.
Yep. So I'm going to be kind of running towards the ship, and
Okay.
I'll stow my plasma launcher, and if I can use my quick draw to pull out my pistols and kind of take some pot shots at them as I'm heading towards the ship.
Go for it. Woohee, what was your attack roll?
A week 12.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
137, what are you up
tiny.
to?
So my my Nova continues. So this time I take 2d6 of damage.
Oof.
Okay.
We'll do that. Yeah, so that's 7. Cool. I use Scorching Ray, 1 ray to 3 different assailants. I guess the 3 closest to the ship to try and give the party a clearer path.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Okay.
Malhan, what'd you roll?
So for the first one, I used my phaser, and that got a critical hit.
Ooh. What's the damage on that?
24. The damage is going to be less impressive. It will be 9 radiant damage.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Then for my second attack, I used the automatic feature of my swarm pistol.
Okay.
And that does a disadvantage. So those would be a 6 and a 10. Assuming neither of those hit.
No, they do not hit. All right. So you do watch as the repulsor gauntlet that Keth was using clocks one of them, and as he staggers back, you fire the pistol, and you just see a hole burn through his armor, and he drops. And then the scorching rays from 137.
14, 22, and 18 to hit, and another thing might happen if they hit.
22 and 18 hit.
Yeah, so to each of those, I'll split it. So 2d6 to each of extra damage besides the scorching ray damage, and
Roll
that
your
would be
damage.
fire. Okay.
I mean, I'll tell you, this guy probably won't exist anymore. Just saying.
Probably. Much solid chance.
So 4d6 for each of these hits. All right. That's the 22, and that's the 18. Oh, they're
All right,
they're
so-
equal.
What was the total damage?
15 to each person hit.
All right. So as you release these two blasts of fire, they just incinerate the top half of these terrorists and drop, making your way completely clear all the way up to the caliber.
I'm moving to it.
All right.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Mahan, you get aboard first and start to turn things on. As you get onto the ship, you hear just a soft ding, and a friendly robotic voice goes, "Welcome back, Professor. All systems ready to depart."
Yes. Good job. We will depart shortly.
Where is the Professor?
Don't worry. We're getting him.
I am more worried now. Why don't you know telling someone not to worry worries them?
All right. Here's the deal. We were hired to protect the professor, but you see the stuff that's going on? Yeah, he's already been kidnapped, so we're going to fix that.
Where is the Professor? Starting up engines.
In Carmen Kane's ship.
So we'll set in a pursuit course.
So you'll hear the whine of the engines as they begin to start up. You all get to your appropriate stations. I assume, Mahan, you are going to the cockpit. You're going to pilot?
Yeah, because I'm actually proficient in piloting.
All right.
I am a leaf on the wind.
Where would the rest of you go? There's navigation, there's gunner.
I'll do some gunning.
I would probably do a quick sweep of the ship just to see if there's any damage, because I have a good big wrench for fixing things. You know.
I will take navigation.
All right. So as you guys are getting ready, the hangar door closes and you begin to lift off and head up into space, following after this corvette known as the Vorga. You begin to pursue, and I need a group check for this as you are attempting to scan the area to find the Vorga. I need a data check, which is an intelligence check. If you're proficient in data, you can add your proficiency bonus.
Flat roll, here we go.
And your AI is going to assist you with this.
Oh, that's probably for the best.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely for the best.
100%.
The bug rolled almost the highest.
Nice job. All right.
High five. Nick.
So, what did we get, Keth? What'd you get?
Oh, sorry, I got a 6.
Woohee?
I got an 11.
137.
14, and for future reference, my toggle is now on.
Okay. And Malhan.
I got a 2.
Smart.
All right. Fortunately,
Smart.
as you are all working together to try and find this ship, you are able to ping a life form signature not too far off, and are able to turn the ship accordingly in the correct direction.
It's a new ship. None of us have really been on it before. We're in a rush. A lot of stuff's happening right now.
I'm
Use
looking
more
for
to like a
holes.
manual transmission. This is.
I had some
automatic.
bad eggs this morning. You know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Sure.
Kath, this is your first job. Don't mess it up.
I see a hole over there that you're not repairing. Don't sass me.
As you see that I have like 4 arms, the other 3 are working on patching up various other things. Like, excuse you? I can still strangle you
Excuse
with this other
You
friend.
have 4 arms, not 3.
The 4th is for strangling.
I would like to see you try.
People, let's just enjoy the ride.
Don't make me turn the ship around, kids.
All right. So you guys are pursuing the Vorga, and as you are heading out into space, you see an asteroid field that is near the planet, or near the station.
Go.
Okay.
Floor it. I don't know. However you get through
You
asteroid
see them
field.
heading straight for the asteroid field.
Oh boy.
Pursuit
As-
course.
As you continue to pursue, you see a gout of flame that spews from the Vorga's impulse engines, and they begin to veer sharply ahead of you, narrowly avoiding large chunks of this spiraling debris in its path.
How many guns are on the ship?
You have an arcane cannon and 2 other guns. Currently, they are out of range from you right now.
Okay. I guess since
Auto turrets.
since they're within following distance, I don't need to navigate. So I'll go ahead and hop on one of the, not the cannon, because I don't think we need to whip that out right now. But one of the lesser guns, and if any, I will do my best to shoot any of the asteroids that get within range.
Okay.
Don't worry, kid. I've got some moves.
Yeah, I'm,
Alright.
I'm probably on the other lesser gun currently. Trying
Ooh,
to
I get
resist.
the arcane cannon
So
then.
you get the arcane cannon.
Oh, yes.
All right. So as you guys are pursuing, you hear, you see through the ship's viewport just more and more of these massive misshapen rocks that are starting to blot out the stars ahead of you. The AI calls over the intercom. They are heading into the asteroid field. And after a moment, suddenly there's a brief shudder on the ship, and you turn and notice an alarm go off as several buttons on your console start to flash. And the AI just says, "We will have to. Oh dear. It looks like we have fighters incoming."
Oh boy, fun.
That's a map
okay.
change time.
Quick question about the arcane cannon.
Yes.
Does it have like a cooldown phase or recharge or anything? Like, how can I fire it every round, or is it
You can
a?
fire it every round.
Okay, I didn't know if it was a fire reload type.
Nope. It's just got much further range than the auto turrets.
Perfect.
Are there any fighters docked on this ship, or is it just this ship?
There is one fighter,
Oh boy.
but your auto turrets are just gonna just have a better range and are more likely to hit.
Okay, I will
Is-
do that then.
Is there an ammo scarcity concern, or are we pretty well stocked?
They are lasers. You're good.
Excellent.
Pew, 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 pew.
All right. So
We like lasers.
you're a fan of lasers?
Big fan.
Big fan.
Could you
Fan
tell?
of lasers. What?
Tiny lasers.
All right. So you see these 3 arrow-shaped fighter ships heading straight for you.
Okay.
So,
Once they're within
in-
range, I will ready the gun, and once they're within range, I'm gonna go ahead and open fire.
All right.
Likewise.
Same here.
Can I take evasive maneuvers?
Sure. I'm just pulling a couple
Just
of
pulling
little
all our
notes.
stats up.
Yeah, you guys are good. All right.
Definitely didn't read about ship-to-ship combat.
So, yeah, you're totally into ship-to-ship combat now.
Yay!
It's always fun. All right. So, as you guys begin to approach, what's the plan? So, you're preparing evasive maneuvers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They are going to get in range of their weapons before they get in close range of yours, but you can fire your arcane cannon at one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's long range for the other 2. You want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So, if everyone, Woohee, you're going to be rolling d20 plus 5,
Okay.
1, 3, 7, and Keth, you are rolling d20 plus 7
But at disadvantage?
at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Woohee, what'd you get?
I got a non-natural 20.
All right. That will hit. So go ahead and roll me 2d10. So this is special kind of damage, by the way. This is mega damage, which is, I believe, considered 1,000.
Pew pew.
Much pew pew.
Much pew pew.
All right.
I'm making weird Scathari noises behind like the thing that might be
Is it like- is it-
cursing, might be
Is it
talking,
like clicking?
could be
I
poetry.
imagine it's almost like clicking.
Like rapid clicking.
Mega damage. So that's a 10 for 10,000 mega damages.
Close enough.
Isn't that what you said? You said each one is 1,000.
10. It's 10 mega damage, which is 1,000 damage.
Oh.
So 10,000 damage.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
10,000 damage.
10,000 mega damage. All right.
10,000 mega damage.
It's over
That's
9,000.
that's the Death Star's level of damage. 10,000 mega damage.
Much mega.
Yeah. So you see
very
this
damage.
charge of arcane energy that lances out and just carves through part of one of these saber ships. It sputters and you see it start to like veer off course. It's still holding together currently, but yeah, that took a heavy hit. 137 and Keth, what'd you roll?
I got a 19.
19.
Non-natural 20 for me.
Yeah, both hit from your auto turrets. So go ahead and roll me 3d8 or 3d4 each.
Okay, 3, 4 each. Okay, that's
I'm
8
assuming
for
you guys
me.
are targeting the closest ones.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So sorry, what was that, Keth?
That is 8
And
mega
137.
damage.
7 mega damage.
All right. So you just unload on the ship that was hit by the arcane cannon. It is starting to fall apart. You see its thrusters begin to sputter as it is starting to turn a little away to avoid some of this fire. But all of these ships are still going to take shots at you with their pulse cannons.
So I'm keeping both of my hand, like 2 of my hands on, the arcane cannon. The other 2 are reaching down for high fives to the other gunners. Like, yeah.
Smoothly, I just, as if we've done this 100 times, I high five.
All right. So as 3 shots go out, 1 misses because their ship was trying really hard to avoid getting completely obliterated. The other 2 do hit, however, and your ship does take a good bit of mega damage. A total of 30 out of your 87 hit points. So you just get pulted and you feel this ship rock and shake from the initial blast, but you are now entering the asteroid field.
Okay.
So something gets to happen.
Was that with his evasive maneuvers as well?
Yes, even with
Okay.
disadvantage on that.
I don't know if that helped. Adam,
It
what
helped
do you
with
roll?
one of the attacks.
Okay.
All right. So
You know what, that was an accidental roll, but I'll take that 1 and get it out of the way.
just get rid of the bad rolls. Get rid of them.
Get rid
now.
of the bad
That's
rolls.
the way to go.
Yep.
So you say.
You can totally roll out bad rolls on a digital platform.
That's definitely how it works.
Yes.
There's luck on that.
Yeah. Digital luck.
Oh geez. Okay. So as you guys are entering the asteroid field, the one ship that had been just wrecked by your combined assault starts to try and basically swerve around an asteroid to come around at you from the side.
Is he drifting?
No, he's trying to ram you.
Oh.
However, yeah, as he is rounding the corner, one of his engines sputters and slams into the asteroid, exploding.
Yes.
And you see the shrapnel from the asteroid just shoot out in every direction, and flaming debris starts to go everywhere. And then another effect occurs because that's what this thing does.
Rookie mistake. Forgot to use the e-brake.
What a fool.
As this is happening, you see you notice a large worm, a space worm, suddenly drift from one of the asteroids and clings to your ship, and you hear your power start. You hear the various gadgets on your ship start to power down slightly.
It's gonna be a no
Our
You have a
ship?
space worm that is latched to your ship and sucking the energy.
I can take care of that.
Can we like remodulate shields or something?
You could. Currently, it's actually absorbing the energy in your shields.
Change the polarization. It works for Picard.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Let me double
All right.
check. I think I can go out in space temporarily.
Possibly. But in the meantime, what are the rest of you doing? Malhan.
Well, since we're in space, I can't do barrel rolls to shake off the worm.
Sure you can.
In fact, I am screaming.
It
Roll
just
the
won't
ship.
shake it off much.
Yeah.
There's no wind resistance.
Yep, exactly. And if the inertia would be enough to splatter us if we were to try and shake it. So yeah, basically. I guess I will try and
You're
do
currently
some
just
more-
heading straight at them. By the way.
some evasive maneuvers. Because I'm assuming there's not anything I can do from like the pilot seat to like put a charge on the hull of the ship or something.
From the pilot seat, you can try and just like push past them and just double your movement, or you can continue evasive maneuvers to make it harder for them to hit you.
Let's try and just like plow past them. We're gonna
Okay.
see if we can shake them and get into the asteroid field.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a piloting check. So dexterity plus your proficiency.
That is a total of 15.
Okay.
Solid.
So you're starting to push past them and you're able to avoid the asteroids as they are just barely passing by your ship.
Sweet moves.
Woohee, what are you up to?
Okay, so it says that I just have an adaptive metabolism that I can adapt to a range of extreme environments. It doesn't
Okay.
specifically say space or not say space. So, and I did say I had kind of a spacesuit on. I didn't know if that could count as me being able to. Basically, my idea is I want to pop open the hatch, rage,
wanna-
and grab it and rip it inside so we can then wail on it.
This
that's
is
a
not a
thing.
small worm.
I'm not. I can move. I've size larger and I'm really strong, and I'd be
Oh.
raging.
You're gonna rip in the space worm.
Yes, I want to
okay.
drag this space worm
So-
inside. So it's like, what is happening?
You're
And
running
then-
for the hatch and just opening the hatch door and grabbing the space worm.
Yep, and then yanking it inside, trying to yank it inside, basically.
Okay.
Have a little bit of warning first.
No.
Nope.
We're going to do that. But quickly,
I got
1
4
through
arms.
7, what are you up to?
Shooting at the ship on our starboard side.
All right, and go ahead and make your attack roll. So not at disadvantage anymore.
Okay.
And Keth, what are you up to?
I'm gonna be actually covering us for any incoming asteroids, since one just had a ship taken out.
Okay,
An
so
asteroid.
you're pelting asteroids to try and like push them away from the ship as you're doing all this.
Yes.
All right, no problem. So what's the attack roll?
That's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage, 3d4.
3d4. Okay. Nine.
9. All right, so you just pelt this thing with your auto turret, and it starts to. You see just fire for a brief moment as it quickly, several spots in the ship just evacuate into space. You are firing at the asteroids. I mean, there's plenty of them around, so you're able to hit a few of them, and I will grant you advantage on any sort of checks to avoid these. And then I need everybody to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, dear.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Quick question: would this be before or after I was able to rage to try to grab?
No,
the worm?
that you're the reason why they're making a strength saving
Oh,
throw as
got
you
it.
open and vent the ship's atmosphere briefly.
They're seatbelted in. It's fine.
So as
Something like that.
Woohee like
Oh, wrong sheet.
pushes the hatch open, you just hear from the AI, warning, 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 warning.
Do I get advantage
I'll take it.
on?
You do 'cause you're
strength
raging.
saving? That's what I thought. That's what I was double checking.
All right, so 1 through 7.
I'm reaching for a high 5 since I hit something, which is also what I rolled.
Nice. Keth.
I have 17.
All right, nice. Malhan
14.
and Woohee.
19.
All right, Woohee, as you are right by this this opening, you use 3 of your arms to brace yourself as everything just pulls up to you. Because the rest of you rolled so well. 137, as you, Keth, and are noticing his seat buckle under the strain, you kind of reach out and grab him as the seat belt that he's strapped in snaps and kind of hold him in place as Malhan adjusts his trajectory in order to try and like ease you guys out a little bit as this is happening. But go ahead and roll an athletics check with advantage, Wuhi, to try and tear this thing off the hole.
All right. Athletics?
Just why not? Yes. And you're raging, so advantage.
Oh, wrong button. I keep looking at the wrong sheet. Athletics. With advantage. Non-natural 20.
All right. You just dig one of your claws in, you kind of shift and grab with the other, and you start to tear, and this thing just rips apart. And then its mouth unlatches as its rest of it's been torn already from the ship. And you just see it fly off into space behind you.
I was curious what would happen to a creature that lives its life in a vacuum when it enters a pressurized vessel.
I might have been wondering
Currently,
about the same thing.
you guys are about to deal with the vacuum. So I'm assuming, Wuhi, on your next two, you're going to shut the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to hold on to whatever piece that I ripped off. I'm going to keep it in my claw.
Sure. It's just a hunk of it because this thing is massive.
Oh, yeah.
All
I
right.
can do something with it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Shrivels up like a marshmallow that's been in the microwave after it cools down.
Both of the ships are going to fire again at you at disadvantage, and that's a 2. So as your evasive maneuvers are shifting and bobbing and weaving in the asteroids, you see they just hit a couple of the asteroids and just miss you entirely. Several of them are, debris, thanks to Keth, as he's just blasting asteroids out of your way. So we are going to check to see if there's another complication.
Oh no.
There is.
I didn't ask for this.
One of the ships, as he's like trying to turn to follow you, as you guys are going past, turns and scrapes another asteroid.
Ha!
A bit of the debris that Keth had shot past.
That was definitely our plan.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah, definitely
Beautiful.
the plan. And then just double checking this before we go to you guys and what you're up to. All right. As he scrapes one of the asteroids and just you see him start to spin, Keth fires as one asteroid starts to come too close, and it deflects off of your enemy ship and is heading straight towards you guys. I need Malhan to roll a piloting check with advantage because of the continued fire from Keth.
I got a 14.
You start to do a barrel roll as Keth's blaster gets lined up. He fires and hits the asteroid as it then splinters and goes on opposite sides of your ship just past you, avoiding taking the hit. So, good work, team. You guys are blowing past the other two fighters who are starting to try and turn around to get to you. What's the plan?
Do I see like asteroid field that I'd be able to like weave into to try and shake them, or at least
Okay,
make
so you're
things
gonna
more
try and
difficult
shake
for
them?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll a piloting check.
14 again, consistent.
Yeah, solid average.
Solid.
So you are starting to bob and weave through the various asteroids, trying to get back on the trail of the Vorga, which is somewhere in the asteroid field ahead of you. What are the rest of you doing?
Since we're kind of blowing past them, I'll take a second to shift my attention from the asteroids to the ships that are close enough, and just take a couple pot shots at them.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll. 137.
I'm joining in on that action.
And Wuhi.
I'm assuming as we drove past them, one of them wouldn't have been close enough for me to whack at it with a wrench. I'm just saying.
No.
Okay, then I'm just gonna close the hatch and go back to the arcane cannon.
I think if their ship is close enough for you to whack at it from our ship with a wrench, we have bigger problems.
I have long arms and a giant
Don't
wrench.
have that long of arms.
I want
Look,
to
it's worth
explain what
asking.
momentum is to you and how it works at ship scale.
So,
Good thing you have a lot of arms, because you would have one fewer.
They grow back.
yeah, they do actually.
I feel like after 24 hours, though.
Yeah.
All right. So, what were the attack rolls?
So that is a 10.
Mm-hmm.
9. I'm busy raving about the cool death I almost had.
I'm busy
all right.
keeping him from the cool death he almost had.
Yeah, you focused on restrapping yourself down and firing, but you're just hitting asteroids as Malhan is just really doing well in putting asteroids between you guys and the other ships.
Mm-hmm.
Woohee, you were trying to use the arcane cannon.
Yeah, hopping back on and
Fire.
pow pow.
So it's a +5 to your roll?
It's just flat though, not advantage or disadvantage, right?
No.
Okay. Burp. Dang. 7.
You fire and just blow up an asteroid.
Hey, man, that creates debris for them to run into.
I was really
bit
hoping to
helps.
smack it with a wrench, but you know.
They are going to try to take a couple of shots at you. One of them is going to hit.
Oh, no.
So you do take... I have a few things open. Don't mind me too much. So as they fire, one of the blasts rocks your ship. You start to lurch to one side. They seem to be trying to aim for your engines now, by the way. They don't like you getting away. And they deal 11 points of damage.
So we're at 41 out of 87. Or sorry, we've taken 41 out of 87.
And you had 12 shields, so add
Okay.
12 to that.
Not bloody yet.
Nope, not quite yet.
What happens when a ship gets bloody? Does it get oily and leaky?
Yes,
Candles start exploding.
It gets leaky.
We start trailing bits of our ship behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as a few bits of debris. So, Malhan, what are you doing?
Evasive asteroid maneuvers
So you're trying to just press through and use the asteroids to help
as
block
cover and
this.
whatnot. Yep.
Okay, we'll see. Go ahead and make a piloting check. This could cause them to lose sight.
Consistently a 14 again.
Wow.
It's been working so far. Let's take it.
You need to go
In-
play some space slots later.
Yeah, I'll always get like right in the middle of never actually win. It's just middling. You get your quarterback that you put in. How about that?
That's how you make money, isn't it?
By getting your
In
quarterback?
space slots. Yeah, by getting your quarterback.
So as you are attempting to maneuver this, you see one of the enemy ships, one of the ones that actually got hit, is bobbing and weaving through the asteroids and just pushing his engines as hard as he can. And then you see an explosion behind you briefly
Nerd.
as he crashes into an asteroid.
Yeah.
However, the complication I rolled for you guys, as you see another worm start to float towards the ship and latch on.
Oh, come on. Really?
Well, we know how to
Do
deal
it
with
again.
this.
All right, but you currently don't see the other enemy ship right now as you are traveling through the asteroid. What are the rest of you doing?
Tony, is it possible to shocking grasp it through the hole?
You will...
Does that
No.
require line of sight?
Okay.
You just stick your
I
head
could,
out. And
I could try something, but basically you're going to hurt your ship.
Okay, never mind.
Is there like a small asteroid I can just like scrape up against? And
You want
kinda...
to try that?
Or
Well, actually,
scrape it
you're
off.
trying
Like
to
a
avoid
small-
right now. So
Yeah.
what are the rest of you doing, though, as this is happening?
I'm gonna yell, "Another worm! I got it!"
Okay, this time you guys are warned. Before the hatch opens, though, 137.
I activate my other invocation. Now I have mage armor on.
Your other invocation of seatbelt?
My seatbelt's already broken, but I'll try and grab onto a handlebar or something.
All right. Kev?
I will put one of my half-orc hands on his shoulder, keep him in his seat, and I will, I guess since I'm stuck there, just continue firing on some asteroids, giving us some cloud cover, or debris cover, I guess you would call it.
Debris cover.
Okay. Go ahead, Woohee. Roll athletics as you open this and try and tear the thing off with advantage because you're still raging. And then I need everyone to make a strength save with advantage because you're prepared for it.
All right, so athletics.
One more time, as
said?
you guys also hear the AI again just say warning, warning over and over.
You rolled a nat 20 and you got a 19.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
All right, so rolls. Keth,
23.
Mahan,
It was a critical success, but it's still a 19.
nice. Woohee, what was your save?
My save was a 13 total.
And then your athletics check.
18 total.
All right,
Rip it off the hole.
and then 137. What was your save?
13.
All right, so you guys are able to stay seated. You're more prepared this time as Woohee hacks out another piece of worm.
This is why you bring me along, right?
Yep.
Worm
You
disposal.
know what? I'm not complaining. It's efficient, I'll say that.
I start screaming like I'm on a roller coaster until suddenly the cabin decompresses, but my mouth is still open.
So after another moment or two, you guys can attempt to actually go ahead. Malhan, roll stealth with advantage as you now trying to quietly slip away and avoid this ship.
So it'd be stealth as opposed to my piloting.
Yes, it's stealth in this case because you're not doing like extreme maneuvers.
Okay.
Do you have proficiency in? Never mind.
Not in stealth, but I have it.
Don't worry.
piloting.
I just saw what you rolled.
Yeah, it worked out. Worked out in the end.
So what's the total?
Total of 19.
Okay. So you start to cool the engines a bit, go quieter, start to power down some of your systems so you're less
We are
noticeable.
now one with the void of space.
But after a moment or two, you don't see the other fighter.
So now we just look like space junk floating about.
I mean, there's a lot of debris thanks to Keth, which is why you had the advantage on the stealth, by the way. So, what's the
That
plan?
debris
You
cloud,
don't
though.
currently know where the Vorga is.
I'm gonna
You can
close the
attempt to.
hatch.
You're closing the hatch, so you guys aren't going to fly out into space.
Thank you. I was about to ask.
But
I
that's how we
basically pop
close-
it open, grab it, and shut the hatch again.
That's how we lower the ship's temperature, right?
And
By venting all of the air.
yours permanently.
You know what? I will say, yeah. It was toasty in here. Sure.
Yeah.
That arcane
So-
cannon really heats up.
Would we know if there would be any potential for giving away our position if we were like to activate ship's scanners to try and find
You guys can attempt
like
to
the
scan.
trail? What would
So
that
if-
be?
That is a data check, so intelligence and proficiency if you're proficient in data.
Is that all of us or just pilot?
You can all work together on this.
Does the AI get to help us?
The AI is helping.
Perfect.
Oh, no.
Intelligence,
no.
you say?
Oh.
Oh,
Sorry, that's an intelligence check.
Unless you have proficiency in data.
I do not. So, here we go.
Woo.
Yes.
Oh, I meant to roll that flat, but that worked out.
Just take the first roll.
Yeah. Just roll with it.
Okay.
Ah,
So the totals are Keth. What'd you roll?
Oh, I rolled a 9.
Malhan.
9.
Woohee.
8.
And 137.
19.
All
There's the winner.
right. Yep.
I know of Carmen Kane.
So you guys are attempting to scan. You're searching the area. You're being as quiet as possible. It takes you guys a little bit of time, but after about a minute or so, you do notice one of the asteroids nearby seems hollowed based off of your scan. and you just barely noticed that there was a heat signature there. So, as you approach, is there anything you guys would like to discuss before you head towards this asteroid?
Yes. Can I run around and see if there's any repairs that need to be made real quick that I can
There's lots.
patch?
You guys got hit actually kind of hard.
Unfortunately,
How
is
long
that
are
something
the-
we can only do in our downtime, though?
You can start to make like some quick repairs, but
Yeah, I
nothing,
got
like,
duct tape.
major.
We're not taking a short rest, I assume.
Probably
You're
not. I don't think we have time.
He's asking if we can roll hit
Yeah.
dice.
Well, I also
currently the person that you were tasked to protect is on a ship with an assassin.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Okay, just mentioning.
Although, if it's an assassin, if they really wanted him dead,
Yes, probably be dead.
assassin.
So do we think she's coming, expecting us?
Probably expecting us. I mean,
She saw us.
we
she
locked
looked at
eyes, all 8 of them.
Well,
Yeah.
She was. If we're assuming that those other ships were in league with her, then they may have radioed ahead saying that they lost us. So I don't think that we have the element of surprise.
Okay.
Full ramming speed. No.
I would say
Bad idea.
in service of protecting Professor Gogglefogger, we should not ram the asteroid.
Push it gently.
Yeah. Killing the
ship probably won't
client
survive
is generally
Moving the
frowned
asteroid
upon.
in general seems to be a bad idea.
I would prefer you not ram the asteroid.
Ram
I
it
do not
gently.
want to be destroyed.
No.
Thanks,
Like
computer.
push
By
it.
the way,
Push it.
what do we,
towards
are you just
something.
called computer? Do you have a
No.
do you have a designated name?
Sally?
I'm Cal.
Cal?
Call
Cal.
me Cal.
That
Hi,
stand for
Cal.
anything?
Fragilistic.
It is Caliber. I am Cal.
The name
You know
of
the
Cal,
ship's
do-
name is the Caliber.
Yeah.
Cal, do you have recommendations for this kind of tactical situation?
I usually do not handle tactical situations, as the professor is a professor, an inventor, not so much on infiltration.
He was going to show us something about something. I don't remember
Yes.
what it was.
He had plans to create an engine that would allow ships to enter into dead magic zones.
Do we have a way of tracking if it's a dead magic zone?
Most dead magic zones are already within navigation systems.
A
this
pilot,
is not
do you know what that
one
means?
of them. This is not a known dead magic zone.
We're not entering one.
This is not a dead magic zone.
So this won't help us.
Is there
Um,
more than one entrance to this base? They probably expect us to come through the front.
Scans indicate that there is a docking bay, and that is all.
Is there any kind of maintenance patches or exhaust vents?
Seems the base is only partially constructed. Simple docking bay is all that seems to be the way to get into the asteroid.
Then we go in. Blast
I'm
is blazing.
ready.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm really good at
well,
dismantling things, guys.
We should probably discuss first. If she's an assassin, do we think she was hired by somebody?
Probably.
Tony,
So, ideal situation would be to capture her alive.
Sure.
We'll do what we can, but
We should probably interrogate her in order to figure out if there are going to be more people after the professor. Yes.
well, the professor already thought people are going to be after him. He may have an inkling as to who it could be. Caliber, do you have any idea who was in pursuit or who the professor thought was pursuing him?
Does he have any ship logs? Captain Slav.
So, sorry, I was just checking up on something.
uh-oh.
If this is the NTO, they most likely are trying to acquire the technology themselves so that they can inhabit and populate the non-magic zones.
Well, that's good to know.
There are many groups that could be after the professor. This technology is both incredibly changing to the verse and incredibly dangerous to those who do not want the dead magic zones to be populated.
Well, if we hope it's one of the factions that looks to utilize the technology, they won't readily use killing Professor Gogglefogger as an option.
Nah, probably just much worse things than death.
It makes our job a little easier.
Well, scans indicate power is being diverted within the asteroid.
To where?
To
The
where?
device is being charged at this time.
What device?
Big laser, big cannon.
Uncertain.
Big
So we should
arcane
probably
cannon.
go in.
Double barrel
Yeah.
arcane cannon.
No weapons are detected on the asteroid.
Doesn't mean they don't exist. I
Or he
whisper
would
that
He
loudly.
would rephrase a little bit. Was no weapons capable of damaging ships on the asteroid.
Detected though. That doesn't mean
Detected.
there's none that are undetected.
Stealth weapons.
All right. Yes, stealth weapons.
Yes.
Sure.
Look, we're
So-
all very intelligent, okay?
Yeah.
Stealth weapons.
Definitely a thing, right?
There's stealth
So-
energy
I'm
signatures.
good at dismantling things, guys. I'm ready.
So you guys are heading towards the asteroid now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you do see that it is just an opening within the asteroid. It seems like they hollowed it out. And as you approach, thankfully you're already being stealthy, but you do notice there are several scanning droids that are just floating outside the perimeter. And you are able to avoid their sensors because of your previous stealth roll.
Woo.
I say, can we go in on like just impulse only? Like we fire further out and then
Yeah.
just have our momentum
glide in.
glide in. Because space physics.
Space.
Yep. So you glide in, you're able to plot your trajectory. You see the Vorga already on a landing platform within this docking bay. And as you pass through what seems to be a small shimmer of energy indicating that you are now in an area that has oxygen, you land and you see a small corridor that extends out of the docking bay that you're in. Assume you exit the ship
Oh, yeah, I-
and begin to.
Pop the hatch open.
Yeah.
First thing I'm gonna do though, guys, like I don't know what you're doing, but I'm gonna walk over to her ship and I'm gonna just reach up and find something something that looks really important and just like rip it.
Go ahead, just,
Cut the blue wire.
just roll athletics
Um,
or roll roll
so
Roll
I do
damage.
have the
roll
is that
damage.
showing up?
You have your like special I break machines thing.
Yeah. No, yeah. So so basically I
Go
just walk
ahead
up
and
like that.
just go ahead and roll damage.
What's damage? It's
Just
a,
however
Whatever
you're
your
destroying
weapon-
this, how are you like?
oh, I could take Wrenchinator to it. Just
Yeah.
find a nice big bolt and be like clunk.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll the damage for it, and then let's see how badly you damage this thing.
So that'd be
Add an
10.
additional 2.
That's already on with my raid. Well, wait.
No, you
It says it
double your
doubles
rage
it.
for your.
Oh, okay. So 4. So
that's-
that's 12 total.
So you just crack a solid bit out of
Solid looking bolt. I'm
around
like,
the engine.
this looks important.
Yeah. Pretty sure
Nice.
it would take them some time to repair that. Not a good thing.
I'm hoping she doesn't notice and she gets in and blows herself up.
I would like to nonchalantly inject my hypodermic needle.
Okay, so you get
Yep.
this
Oh, good idea.
this pain relief as you get 28 temp HP
Are we all doing that? Is that what we're doing?
How
Yeah,
long does
might
it
as well.
last?
till they're gone or a long rest.
Yeah, I think I'll.
Yeah.
And that
Take my,
replaces existing, right?
It's temp HP.
Well,
So
I
yes, if it's higher than the one you already have, then yes.
have. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I got my 20.
All right. So let's go ahead and go to the final map. All right. So as you approach, you see faint green lights that begin to flicker around the large circular chrome platform that occupies the center of this dilapidated hangar. In the shadow of the Vorga, you see various data terminals that hum with energy. Carmen Kane waits near the terminal with her arms folded casually behind her back and her cruel smile only half visible in this eerie light. Next to Carmen is the familiar gnomish head of hair, Professor Orin, bent over one of the terminals and whistling merrily to himself. So on the display is our two figures here. On the right, Carmen. On the left, the Professor. Oh, and they just disappeared.
What?
They're gone. How'd they get out?
I shall open the airlock.
It's behind you.
I'm kidding.
Also, you have to destroy the air in the place.
Suck it out.
Okay.
Actually, I'd be
guess-
fine with that. I don't breathe, so.
So, Carmen has turned to the rest of you. Professor, please continue your work. I think, and she's like has just this arc baton in hand. I think I can deal with the four of you.
I'll walk towards her. And as I'm walking, I will address the professor. Professor, are you all right?
He is just whistling and seems to not even notice you're there.
Can I insight that?
Go ahead and roll insight.
Oh yeah, insight's a thing.
Yeah, I'd like to do the same. See if he's under some kind of influence.
She put
Gonna
a
save
spell
my
on
insight for her.
him. Insight? Oh yes.
Not very insightful.
Oh, so
Okay,
good.
so I guess I will also
What insight?
Listen, we
Take
went over
advantage
that our
because of being a
mental
lawbringer.
stats not so good.
There we
Well,
go.
stuff.
one of these things is not like the others.
I get
Know who
advantage
we
thanks to
are.
being a lawbringer.
137, what you roll?
Nick.
137.
Sorry. Yeah, 5.
All right. Malhan?
I flubbed. That was a critical fail of a
Okay.
1.
Woohee?
6. I know all.
Sure. Kat?
22.
So you know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of you, the green lights are starting to blink a little bit faster.
Like,
Yeah.
man, our
Like
client
a
sure
rave.
is rude, ignoring us.
Yeah. They're starting to flicker a little bit quicker. You're hearing a hum of energy starting to go into this platform. Keth, he is so tuned out by what you're doing that there's no way he's not under some sort of magical influence.
Gotcha. So, Miss, what was your name again?
Oh, Carmen, don't come any
Miss
closer.
Carmen. Obviously, okay, I guess. Well, how close did I get to her?
We'll say you got about 20 feet, but as you get that close, you see she kind of flicks into her hand a small spherical device and then turns it so you can't see exactly what it is.
Okay, so I'll say, so, Miss Carmen, obviously you've put the professor underneath some sort of spell. I'm imagining you were hired to, what exactly? To have him perform some semblance of maintenance and or, I don't know, whatever he's researching on that device there?
This device is just going to let me leave. And you hear it starts to hum faster. It seems that energy is being diverted to this device. And
How
you see it start
close
to
is
flicker with
she?
energy.
Yeah, how close is she to myself?
To you?
Yeah.
35 feet currently.
Okay, so in that case, I want to try and shoot it out of her hand.
Okay, everybody roll initiative.
Oh, I was gonna. Oh,
It's okay.
So-
We knew it was
Hey,
coming.
no,
I have something.
I
that
will say,
stops her
you
from-
guys were going to go into initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We knew it was going to end this way.
but I had something that could stop her from moving, guys.
I mean, you can still do it.
Shoot, I didn't select my token.
Oh, whoops.
I can add it in a minute. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
I'll just roll another one because that was a pretty good roll. I actually roll. I get advantage on initiative rolls. So I'll go with that first one. Yeah.
Oh, that's bad initiative, guys. This is real bad.
This man. It's okay. I'm gonna smash.
Malhan always shoots first.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's because I don't shoot. So.
All right. And 1, 3, 7.
Do you want me to roll again just to get on there, or
No.
not-
Like, what'd you roll?
12?
Pop you back. And then Keth?
I had my token selected, but it's a 4.
It disagrees with you. Actually, too far. Yeah, I'm just making sure I've got this all right.
Oh, that doesn't sound sinister.
I got a couple quick questions, Tony.
Go for it while I'm looking.
Walls
this up real quick.
are how high?
It's a pretty big area, so it's like 40, 50 feet.
40, 50 feet? Okay.
Like it's still built out of this like docking bay, so it's gotta have a roof above the
ships.
ships.
Okay. That's what I was just curious, like how high up is everything and
Actually, she doesn't have
let
initiative.
me double check my thingy. Because this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be real cool, guys.
Would you let me get one thing off, Mr. DM, please?
What were you trying to do? And let's
I was gonna
see,
mark
because
her. It's just a warden's mark. It's not actually any attack.
what
But
sort of
I
action
can
is
basically
it?
mark somebody within 30 feet. And then depending on what I choose to do after that, like if I use a bonus action or a reaction, does different things against a marked target.
Okay,
Is
I'll
it
say,
a bonus action to?
Say again.
Oh, no, go on.
I was gonna say, I say I'll let you mark her just as Malhan draws, and
Quickly.
you will get to go first, Malhan.
Quick draw.
Yeah, because you did roll highest on initiative. All right, so pistols drawn. You see, she
Malhan
seems to
shoots
be
first.
getting ready.
Yep. So I will. Let's see. I'm 35 feet away, so I will move a little closer, just so that I am now 25 feet away.
Okay.
And then I will go ahead and we will first shoot with with the phaser.
Do. What are you shooting? Okay.
Do.
So go
I'm
ahead and fire with your
shooting
phaser.
Fire with the phaser. Does a 19 hit?
All right. So as you fire, she swipes her baton across the air, and you see a shimmer of energy as the phaser deflects off of this magical protection.
A 19 doesn't hit.
No, as she casts shield.
Lame.
She is a caster.
Lame sauce.
All right.
I know how much you guys love Shield.
I love shield.
Who doesn't love shield?
All right. So, what you doing?
Okay, so in that case, I will just take another shot with my swarm pistol as my bonus action.
Go for it.
I'm assuming a 7 does not hit. If a 19 doesn't.
No. All right. So you fire both shots, and you see she just smiles a little as they just deflect harmlessly against this magical barrier around her. Woohee.
That's cute. Okay, so bonus action rage. Rawr! My last one. And I'm gonna scuttle up 30 feet, which puts me here to the edge of
Okay.
this platform thing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wail on it and dismantle it.
Okay. Make your attack rolls
Because it seems important. And we'll see if she gets angry.
or attack roll.
Or Incinator. 14 to hit a platform.
I'll say that hits.
Okay, so it's gonna do an additional 2 damage as well.
Okay. So total of
14, 15, 16. 18 points of damage to the...
All right,
thing
so
is
you
a freaking
crack into it,
wrench
and you
here.
see the energy kind of fluctuate a bit. None of you have intelligence. Okay.
Nope.
No.
This looks shiny and important.
Cool.
Smash!
All right. Yep. Nope. Cool.
Oh boy. We're gonna die.
So,
Probably.
yeah, the energy starts to fluctuate, and the professor just seems to continue to be working. It looks like he's diverting energy to this platform still, but it's not destroyed. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I can do.
All right. Brings us to 137. You're up.
Okay. Do I have a clear phaser shot on the professor from here?
Yeah.
Non-lethal? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going non-lethal mode. Gonna try and hit.
All right.
choice.
Her AC is currently her shimmering shield is still up.
No,
No,
on the,
the
professor.
professor.
Oh, you're shooting the professor?
Yeah.
He seems to
Okay.
be working on something that needs to be stopped.
Good
He has
choice.
a little bit of cover, but yeah. Sorry, I thought you were going after her. He's
All right.
by a terminal.
I can work my way around if need be. I have 35 feet of movement. Yeah, let's go around.
You can get clear line of sight if you go basically next to Carmen in some, not like right next to, but like about there.
Kind of there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Shooting.
Beep, beep, boop.
All right. Make your attack roll.
Good choice. Chaos.
It made sense at the time. Let's see. That's a 10 to hit a professor, so maybe.
I need to double check. Does he have any armor? Does he have? I think he's got deck, so I think he's gonna avoid it. But I'm
Why
just
are
like-
we attacking our charge?
I don't
Said
know.
He was very enamored
It's
in what he was doing.
non-lethal, so
Okay, so you fire and like he seems to try and avoid it, and it just skims off of a nanofiber vest that he has on,
And then he just keeps working.
and he just goes back to working.
Yeah, okay. Bonus action, I'm activating my Nova, and that's my turn.
I'm just making sure, like, that's how that works,
you
right?
take damage from that, don't you?
Yes, I
How that
do.
works.
I'll roll a d6.
Yeah.
But yeah, phasers can either be lethal or non-lethal.
Yes.
You choose when you hit.
I'm only lethal.
All right, I took max damage on that, so 6.
Ouch.
It's from my temp HP. It's fine.
Oh, it didn't take damage. Okay. Anyways, all right. So it is Carmen's turn. She seems to flick a switch and lob a grenade between Keth and Malhan. Just out of the range of. Oh no, Woo, he's in range.
Dang it.
All right, so I need. Let's see. How's this work? Oh, nope. Woo, he is out of range. I'm sorry. It's a different grenade I was looking at. Actually, she needs to make an attack first. But then, Keth, I need you to roll. Actually, I need both of you to roll a con save.
Yes, I'm good at those.
Me too. Gone for days.
I'm actually okay at it.
Oh no, I rolled poorly.
But it doesn't matter.
Okay. So she lobs this grenade as it suddenly just flashes right in front of you, Malhan. You do take 8 points of radiant damage.
All right.
And you
better.
are currently blinded.
Oh no.
So did I save
Keth,
then?
you are not blinded.
Okay, thank God. But did I take 8 points?
You don't take any damage.
Yes.
Flashbang.
Then she is going to run around towards.
Hold on. So, because she's marked,
Yes.
one of my abilities as a lawbringer is my axiomic mark, which if any creature that I have marked moves, I can use my reaction to move as long as I'm moving closer to them, at least half my movement.
Okay. So you use your reaction to get closer to her.
Yeah, is that so? That's 15.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. She is surprised. And do I do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Oh no.
She's gonna. Well, I'm gonna cast a new spell.
Fireball at my feet. No.
No, it's called Hard Light Frame. All right. So she suddenly grows
Okay.
I like
and becomes a larger figure, you see shimmering around her plates of compressed light that starts to swarm her and just seems to look almost like a power armor made of light. Her fists suddenly seem charged with energy, and she just looks ready to fight you.
Ready to fight.
So you
That's
just
her
see
turn.
me have a big toothy half-orc smile.
The professor suddenly seems to look around in confusion. Looks at what he's doing and just kind of starts to back a little bit away, but around
Concentration
towards you guys.
spells.
Yeah, she switched
Hey!
concentrations.
Oh, good.
However, it seems like whatever he was working on is already in the process. Keth.
So, with my big toothy or half-orc smile, I am going to, as a bonus action, use my Warden's Grasp. So,
Okay. How's that work?
what that does is, until the beginning of my next turn, I can't move, and each large or small creature I choose within 5 feet cannot willingly move away from me unless it takes a disengage action.
Okay.
You're
Interesting.
just holding him, hurt him, please.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to activate my Repulsor Gauntlet, and I'm going to start slugging away.
All right. Make your attack roll.
16.
16. I'm making sure how this spell works. Yeah, that hits.
All right. So that is a total of 5 force damage. Not great, but I'll take it.
Okay. All right. So you charge your gauntlet and slam into this kind of power suit of light that she has, and you see it crack. You don't see her actually seem to get hurt by it, but the energy that surrounds her seems to like dissipate from the blast of this gauntlet.
Excellent.
So it seems like she has an extra little bit of protection.
That is what I have.
Unacceptable!
Anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. Mahan, you're blind.
Yes. So you said that the professor like disengaged from what he was doing?
You technically don't know that.
Yeah, because you're
Okay.
blind.
Okay. So I am going to blindly fire at the large person.
Okay. Roll.
Well, it's just a disadvantage.
Yes. But you last saw her in front of you, and then you were
Yeah,
blind, and then she
Because she
shifted.
threw it and then moved.
So go ahead and just roll a d20 at disadvantage, and I'm going to see if you might hit one of your allies.
All right.
Like the person who's almost directly.
Or
where she
make your
was.
attack roll at disadvantage. Yeah.
Oh,
You might
yeah,
hit
so
the
it's just-
professor.
So it's just my
Oh.
attack roll at disadvantage.
Yes, it's your attack roll at disadvantage. And then I'm rolling to see if you happen to hit an ally. If you hit. It's total?
So,
Good time to roll up.
total of 10.
Okay. 137. A blaster passes right by your head.
I blink.
You don't hear anything connect, Milhan.
So I'm going to, in that case, try and shoot my other pistol in automatic mode, which is at disadvantage anyways.
Yep. So make
There's
your
two of
attack
them.
roll at disadvantage.
Angry Scathari hissing and clacking.
You already rolled with disadvantage, it looks like, for the first one.
Yeah. It,
So-
it does it twice because it's automatic.
Oh, it fires twice. Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
And both attacks are at disadvantage
So the
regardless.
first one is an 18,
First one is an 18,
and the second one's an
To hit.
8.
and the second one is an 8.
Okay. So actually, since it fires twice, I roll twice to see who gets hit. All right. Roll your damage for the first one.
Oh no.
5 radiant.
Okay. So, yeah, you fire, and 137, you see the professor get hit in the shoulder and spin. Still up, but Malhan, you hear a "ow."
Recalculating
Didn't sound like
route.
the woman.
Recalculating route. Pretty much.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Does he get to save against the blind?
You
Or?
blink,
Oh, okay.
and your eyesight returns at the end of your turn.
I'm shaking my fist at you like, watch it, buddy.
He's still up, fortunately. All right, that brings us to you, Woohee.
All right. So first, I'm going to yell at Mahan and be like, "If you can't see what you're shooting, don't shoot, please, please." As I scuttle around for flanking.
Nice. All right, so you have advantage.
And
You
then-
guys, all right, so I'll mention, Woohee, you feel as if you're almost about to be pulled somewhere. It's a familiar sensation to any time you've teleported.
Ooh, I like teleporting.
This is a teleporter
Cool.
to somewhere else.
Even
I'm just saying.
cooler.
All right. So now that you're standing on the platform,
Now that I'm saying on the platform, smash with the
Make your attack
wrenchinator on the
so
lady.
you're attacking her?
Yeah.
Okay.
22 to
22?
hit.
That definitely hits.
All right,
What's
so
the
that's
damage?
14 total points of damage, unless she counts as a construct or other. You know.
She does not.
I tried.
Okay, she's maintaining concentration. So you smack and you see that light of armor around her just start to shatter and crack. It's like a spider web across this energy.
Bonus action: crack my knuckles on all four of my hands, because I don't have anything else I can do.
All right. 137, you're up.
Okay, yeah. As a bonus action, I'm casting Hex on her.
All right, so this tendrils of energy, oddly like with motes of light, like the stars, start to circle her.
Meanwhile, I'm taking 2d6 now of Nova damage. That's
Oh my
a
God.
How are you
maximum
looking?
of. This is still coming out of my temp HP, which I'm very happy to have.
Yeah,
This is the wrong thing to roll max damage on, Nick.
Yeah, wrong
Roll
time.
against
Can't
Her
protect
next-
you from yourself.
But now I'm using my action to Firebolt.
All right, make your attack roll. And then it is her turn.
Oh, Tony.
Yes.
I did forget to mention, if she's marked and within 5 feet of me, she has a disadvantage on any attack that isn't targeting me.
Okay, so going forward, I will do disadvantage
mind.
on attack rolls.
Yeah.
Which is
Unless
good
it's
because she's about to punch some fools.
Bring it.
Bring it.
What was the attack roll?
The attack roll was a 17.
17 hits.
Yes. Okay. So I'll start with the damage done by the firebolt itself, which is 1d10.
Okie dokie.
Reese
Go ahead and roll all of it just because she's...
Well, the rest is d6s.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't add anything to that, I think, right? Just the d10.
Well, you can click on the word firebolt in the chat, and that will roll your damage for you.
Yes.
Oh.
And then you can roll your d6s.
Okay. So that's 5 fire from that.
Okay.
Plus an additional d6 from the Hex, plus 4 additional d6 from Nova. So I'm rolling 5d6.
Go for it.
Excellent.
23, a mix of Radiant and a little Necrotic thrown in.
That's a solid hit, sir.
This is why you bring a
so-
warlock to a gunfight.
Hey.
Sorry. It's true, though. You literally shot the person we're trying to protect.
You shot her.
To be
ward,
fair, I tried to shoot the person we were trying to protect, but
but
I'm
yours
just better
was
at shooting
intentional.
things.
All right. So, as you fire this just regular firebolt, just a small mote of flame that strikes this armor, there is just this surge of energy as it hits and blasts away this armor of light that she has, and she suddenly shrinks down
yes.
and takes a little bit of that fire and didn't get to use that cool spell.
Yeah.
All right.
Fireworks, yay!
I also just say to the professor, "Hey, yeah, can you turn that off? Thanks."
All right.
Good call, Nick. Good call.
It is her turn. She's just gonna... Yeah, she is going to first... She's got a couple of things. It's kind of cool.
Kinda
so
cool.
she can't move away from you, right?
Away from me, yes, correct.
Well, she literally can't get closer to you unless she's on top of you.
Well, I mean, I think she can like circle, since it's away from.
Okay.
So she just still has to be within 5 feet of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't like you.
Okay.
So she's going to create a small mote of flame in her hand.
Oh lord.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Anybody got that counter spell
That
going
counter
on?
spell.
Yeah, it's
What do I got?
it's the only way she's going to be able to hit you. I need Keth and Malhan to make a dexterity saving throw. Actually, no, she's going to. Sorry. She really didn't like what you did, 137.
What? But it was gorgeous looking.
Oh, she can get all of you. Yeah, I need all of you to make a dex saving throw. She also is putting herself in the blast, but
Is the professor also having to make a
no,
save?
he's just out of range.
Okay.
I have advantage on it because
do.
danger sense.
Yes.
You said Dex, I'm sorry.
Yes, a dexterity saving throw.
No!
Oh, oh no!
What is this nonsense?
Oh! That happens.
Yep.
Well,
So that's the balance from some double nat 20s from another time. I believe that's the balance.
You know what? You know what? No.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
mercilessly.
That sounds about right.
Destroyed.
Okay. All right. So Woohee, what'd you get?
You got 2 natural ones.
All right.
That's
Keth.
so painful.
14.
Okay. 137
12.
and Malhan.
23.
All right.
You know who you
Malhan.
are. You know?
You save
Oh.
and take 13 points of fire damage.
Oh, my temp hit points.
26.
Everyone else takes 26.
Okay, that's fine.
Just the
Okay.
26?
Oof, man, that would have really wrecked my day if I didn't have them.
Man, thank you, temp HP.
You said 26?
Yes.
Okay, great. I think I have 2 HP left.
Oh my god.
When do you take the damage from your Nova?
Yeah, when my turn starts.
So you're about to be unconscious.
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay.
He could
I'm
roll.
just-
Oh, you have to roll multiple d6s.
He rolls
don't you?
3d6 now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Nice, nice,
To be
nice.
clear, I have 3 HP left. Yeah, it's still physically impossible.
Yeah, no, it's
to...
not possible for you to
Yeah.
not be unconscious.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You
Um,
could roll really bad like me. It happens.
Or I
Even-
could just shoot you and knock you
Even
out
3 nat
first.
ones will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Dang it.
Like I said, we can't save you from yourself.
I don't even want to be
and
saved.
then-
This is a beautiful way to die.
She is going to just chuck a little grenade just next to her. And you see it starts to release this gas that seems somewhat electrified, creating kind of a 20-foot area around you, Keth, Woohee, and her.
Not cool, bro.
Feels charged in some way, but you can't. It doesn't actually affect you right now.
Not cool,
Yeah.
bro.
All right. The professor is going to go back and look and just goes, I don't know if it's the machine's a little broken, but I'll try. And starts to work on it. But it looks like it might not take. It might take a little bit. Keth, you're up.
All right, I'm going to re-up my Warden's Grasp as a bonus action, and then just gonna wail on her.
All right, make your attack roll with advantage because Woohee. Oh, Woohee's not flanking.
No,
her.
'cause
Yeah,
she
because she shrunk.
Go ahead and make
Yep.
your attack roll.
Yep. I have
And
to
then
step up.
Malhan, you're on deck.
Great. 14.
14. 14 misses.
These rolls are bad tonight for me.
Yeah. Okay. Anything? That's your turn, right?
Yep, small thing.
All right. Malhan.
All right, I am going to shoot her with my phaser
I need you to roll with disadvantage.
because of the cloud thingy.
Yep. It provides disadvantage to ranged attacks.
All right. I'll deal with it.
It messes with the energy from the pistols. It's called a chaff grenade.
So if I were to use a javelin, though.
Any ranged attack.
Oh. Well, you said it messes with the energy of the laser. Or the pistols.
It messes with energy of floating things inside.
Science!
Rachel, you're
14
forgetting
misses.
your javelin is a laser javelin.
Yes, laser javelin.
No,
You didn't know that?
It's a regular javelin.
Mohan.
Laser javelin.
Yep, so you said 14 misses?
Yes.
So I will go ahead and use an automatic attack with the pistol.
Go for it.
Disadvantage anyways. Pew pew! Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Sweet.
So roll your damage.
So that is 3 radiant damage. And what is she holding in her hands?
Currently her baton.
So I am going to use one of my cool deeds to do a limb shot.
What happens?
This kind of
with
has
that?
all of them. So basically, limb shot is when I hit a creature with a ranged attack, I can expend one of my risk die. Oh, shoot. No, I cannot do this because I used my bonus action to shoot the automatic pistol. If I had ordered it differently. So never mind.
No problem. You still have another shot with your automatic pistol, though, right?
I do. I do.
Go ahead and make your attack roll at disadvantage.
Pew pew. 6 misses.
Yeah, no, that does not hit. All right. You do notice, by the way, the energy on the platform seems to continue to be increasing. It's speeding up. And Woohee, you're definitely feeling like this strange pulling sensation.
All right.
It's intensifying.
Oh, no.
All right.
Step off the thing.
No. I
Right.
step forward.
More on the thing.
Same
down,
amount on the
double
thing.
down.
Let's be honest. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and whack her with my wrench.
Make your attack roll with advantage.
Yeah, wrenchinator coming in.
And then 137, you're on deck.
Uh-huh.
Smash. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. So that's 17 points of damage to her as I just bring my wrench down. Whoppa!
Okay. 17 damage. Yep, she's hurting. She's hurting real bad.
Dang, Skippy.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right. 137.
I as I'm rolling my Nova damage, I kind of laugh merrily and say,
I'm in
"Thank
danger."
you, Sepulture Star." Yeah, that's 13 damage. I'm down.
What's your max HP, just to make sure?
27.
All right, you're fine. But you see as the light and energy on 137 just suddenly short circuits him and he drops to the ground.
Might have a little flame going on.
So she can't move away from you, right?
Correct.
And disadvantage if she tries to attack me.
What's the wording?
Of Warden's Grasp.
Yes.
Until the beginning of my next turn, I can't move, and each large or smaller creature I choose within 5 feet can't willingly move away from me unless it first takes the disengage action.
Darn it. Okay.
You are gonna have her try and teleport or
She's
misty
gonna
step
misty
or something.
step away.
Yeah, get out of here.
All right. Yep. Instead, she turns invisible.
Oh.
Okay.
And Malhan.
She might have circled around me.
Might have.
Actually, no. She's gonna just. You see something just fall to the ground by your feet, Kath.
Lady's the worst.
What's your AC?
17?
But she has advantage. Nope. However, I do need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw as this thing does go off.
This lady's the worst.
Since she dropped it, would I have
My rolls are the worst.
Because it's something that...
You
my
saw
danger
it
sense.
going off.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, because my danger sense. All right.
right, what's the total?
11.
11.
All right. This just bursts. You guys can't hear anything.
Ooh, I love being deaf.
You're right. I cannot hear anything.
Okay. The professor is just like, I can't. We should go. And he's gonna start to just pull away because he's like, it's gonna teleport them away. I don't know. It's messing with the entire system. Kath.
Oh boy. Okay, so she's got to be around me.
Too bad you don't have 4 arms. Just start flailing them around.
Also, the exact wording of Warden's Grasp does not say I need to see her.
Okay.
So I'm upping it again, so she still can't move away from me.
Okay.
Oh God. I guess I'll. I will just say I wouldn't stand on whatever that pad is for much longer, woohee, and then I'll try and just swing blindly around me. I don't have much else.
Make an attack roll. You
Disadvantage?
in the area that she was at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
Previous
ahead and make
spot.
attack roll at disadvantage.
Ow.
There we go. That's better.
Ooh.
24 to hit.
Nice.
Roll your damage.
Yeah. 8 force damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Like I don't have because I use my bonus action in my action, so no, I don't got much else. Where did I feel I hit her?
Subtly in the side.
I mean, like, is she to the right of me? Is she
No,
to
she's
the left?
in front of you. Like you,
Okay,
you
'cause
swung in
it-
front to hit her.
Okay,
She didn't
cool.
move.
Cool. She's. I'll just say she's right here.
Got it.
Okay. So, Woohee, you're feeling yanked. Unless you go with it, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Regular advantage.
Advantage because you realize it's happening.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a nat 20. All 4 of my arms grabbing on, like, nope. Might rip them all off, but, you know, they'll grow back.
Oh, regrow.
All right. So you pull yourself away from the platform as suddenly greenish energy starts to fill the space. Just making sure. Yeah. The platform starts to rumble and to life. And yeah, and just making sure I'm reading this right. All right. So the platform starts to rumble to this terrible life, and this greenish energy forms the space as it seems like some sort of teleporter is functioning to who knows where. With this much power, it could be very far away and probably not to Friends if that's where she wanted to go. But as this is happening, cracks race their way up the cavern walls, and with a hideous squelch, a thick sludge seeps out from the asteroid, forming directly behind the teleporter this absolutely gargantuan ooze.
Oh.
No,
Oh
no,
dear.
no.
So is it
That-
like fully here, or is it?
It
still...
dripped in at the start of the round,
Oh.
and it seems like it's going for the energy. This is called an asteroid ooze.
Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe I can rip it in half.
No.
no.
It is larger than the ships.
Challenge accepted.
I will drag you away.
As you see it just tower over them with a hollow mockery of a wide, gaping mouth starting to move towards the machines and you guys. What are you doing?
Should I make a death saving throw?
So hold on. So
See what
did
I'm
the lady reappear?
You don't see her. What are you doing?
Oh, so she didn't have to make a
She did. She made it.
concentration. Oh, okay.
She rolled a 15 on her con save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the machine still going?
It's currently active.
I'm going to shoot the machine.
Make an attack roll. So you're not running.
Well, I haven't done that yet. I may still run. Run and
Okay.
gun, my friend. Run and gun.
Ooh.
So
Or just
Which
gun
one of us does he
terribly?
hit?
yeah, that was
Probably
a nat
me.
1.
Roll
for
a
a total of 5.
d6 for me.
It's gonna be me.
You
So
down on the
that's
ground.
a 3.
137. You fail 1 death save.
Aw.
So that was the phaser. So when I hit someone, I make it non-lethal. I
You
get
were-
to
I think it
choose.
matters if he's unconscious.
He
non-lethal.
got hit and is damaged.
Yeah.
So
All right, I tried.
what are you doing?
All right, I
Called
will
it.
go ahead. I will shoot at the thing with my pistol.
What thing? The
The-
the
the-
ooze?
No. The
Okay.
platform. Platform still. Try and disable it.
Go for it.
11 to hit and a 6 to hit.
Okay. The 11 just doesn't do enough to get through it.
Okay, so none of them hit then.
Nope.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm going to yell to the rest of our team, we need to get out of here, and then start moving towards the airlock.
Woohee?
So I'm deaf. I can't hear any of you yelling at me. I didn't hear the
But you do
squelching
see this
noises.
shadow above you.
Oh yeah, I saw it drop down, and I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh.
And you see me like pointing and
You do see him
gesturing,
running
get
away.
out of here.
Oh boy.
So what are you doing?
Roll all 8 of my eyes and be like, fine. I'm going to start scuttling around the portal. I don't want to go across it.
Yeah, that's not fair. I need to make this even bigger.
1,
There we go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, don't worry about like specific distance. You're just running.
Thanks,
Yeah, well, I'm
Tony.
Okay.
running over and grabbing our unconscious friend and
Okay.
hucking him over a shoulder
Okay.
because everybody else is just bailing.
Yep.
That's all my movement I can do, and then that would probably be my action.
Keth, you running?
I'm grabbing first.
Who are you grabbing?
I'm going to grab Carmen.
If I ran through this square, I would have bumped into her if she was still there.
And he knows
She
where
can't
she
move
is.
away from me.
You're
I will
right.
say.
Make an athletics check. Because it would be
Right.
half your movement to drag her.
Nice.
16.
Okay. You reach out and don't feel anything.
Oh, what a nerd. Fine, I'll move. Then I'll run towards the professor instead.
Okay.
Because
Can you not move when you have that active?
I can't move
Unless
when I
you
have
didn't,
that.
now you didn't up it. Are you removing it?
I guess I'll remove it.
You didn't
this
say you
time.
upped it.
Yes,
Quit
correct.
making it bigger, Tony.
It needs to be more threatening.
I don't
Yeah,
feel like you guys are threatened enough by this.
I
Hold
will-
on.
I feel pretty
I'll
threatened.
drop my warden's grasp, and then I will go over. He is a gnome.
Yes.
If it's not dragging him,
You can,
I
he's
just
willingly going with you. Don't worry.
put him on my shoulder and we're gonna run?
Okay, so you grab him. You grab 137. 137, just go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Yeah, sure thing. 17.
Okay, you're not
Okay.
dead.
not
You'll be
dead.
able to survive then. You'll be fine.
Okay.
But you guys just bolt as you see this ooze a turn later fill the entire space that you were in. And then start to go for the Corvette as you guys are all getting on board the Caliber.
Sweet.
Yeah.
The Corvette that's maybe been sabotaged.
There's not going to be a Corvette left.
Okay.
As this thing just starts to engulf, you see the energy just drain out of the teleporter as it just swarms. All power to this station just goes off as you just run. The cracks in the partially constructed base here just start to crumble and fall away as this ooze just slowly consumes everything in its path. As you all enter the Caliber, you just hear, Professor, we should go now.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's go. Let's go.
So you
Punch it,
take
Callie.
off as this thing just consumes the Corvettes, and you fly out of the asteroid. Congratulations.
So Carmen's dead, guys. We're
I
just
don't know,
gonna
maybe.
assume that she's dead. It's
I
fine.
wish I could have seen the expression on her face as the giant ooze falls in, because we didn't really get to.
Wait, who's moving the ooze?
Not
It's not me.
Might be Bethany.
She could have teleported away, theoretically.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of sad we didn't get to see the expression on her face.
Yeah.
That's okay.
There we go. That's a more appropriate size for the ooze.
There we go.
Filling everything.
filling everything.
If Bethany.
Sorry, I just saw in the chat she went hee.
Yep.
So everything within the asteroid just starts to crumple. You actually see it like start to break apart. It seems a lot of the scaffolding was still holding some of it together. But you're able to escape.
All right, very important question, Tony.
Yes.
What happened to my worm flesh?
You have it.
Sweet.
You're probably
It's, you know,
unless you
It'll start decaying after a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
did you take it into the asteroid with us when we?
Yeah, it was
in my
left? Or did you
pocket.
put it on the ship?
She's got 4 arms.
I got pockets.
All right.
So unprofessional.
Well done, team. There was a brief bit there. I thought you guys actually might try to fight this ooze.
It wouldn't be much of a fight. I would just rip it in half, obviously.
It literally says its classification, by the way, is a mega ooze.
Yes.
She has. The unfortunate thing is, Tony, you gave her precedent by letting her rip the worms.
Yeah, the worms don't come back together if they get torn.
She's
The
not smart
ooze
enough to know that.
does.
Hey.
None of us are.
Yeah,
I
To be fair.
have a 0 intelligence.
So do I.
It's not negative.
It deals mega damage, by the way. You don't live. 1 hit will kill you.
No. I have over 9,000 hit points.
Yeah, clearly.
Sure.
You opened the
well
hatch
done,
to space.
guys.
Yeah. Twice.
Before we go, that one was an absolute blast, and I did skip over a lot of various things during the course of this adventure. There's a lot at the very beginning, like getting to go to a nice seedy bar, getting to explore the city's underbelly, even a psychic squirrel. There's
Man,
a thing
who
called a
doesn't like
thwirl. That is awesome.
Whirl.
So, guys, definitely check this out. Dark Matter has its Kickstarter coming out, and I'm sorry, I just blanked on the July
29th, right?
29th.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kickstarter Dark Matter starter kick. The Dark Matter starter kit coming out
Kickstarter.
July 29th. So definitely check that out. Again, please follow at Mage Hand Press on Twitter. We'll post some links when we actually have this episode uploaded as well. Again, I'm Tony with DnD RAW. You can check us out on any of the podcatchers or check us out at Rules as Written on Twitter. If you guys want to say bye.